Only 10% of people can roll their tongues like this. And did you know that just 0.6% of people have naturally different colored eyes? And even more amazing, the sunset on Mars appears blue. And do you know, you can actually make clouds inside a bottle? Stay tuned for more incredible facts. Number 12. We are taught from childhood that every person's fingerprints are completely unique. However, you might be shocked to know that this is not 100% scientifically proven. The chances of two people having the exact same fingerprints are extremely low, but not impossible, because it's impossible to compare the fingerprints of every past and future person in the world. Therefore, science cannot guarantee that two human fingerprints can never be identical. Number 11. Climbing the pyramids of Giza in Egypt is completely illegal. However, in 2016, a guy named Andrei Cernishev tried to scale the pyramid. Halfway up, the police intercepted him and warned him to come down immediately or they would shoot him. But this guy didn't stop. After climbing for a full 8 minutes, he reached the very top and captured some incredible views. When he came back down, the police immediately arrested him and said, "If you delete this video, we will let you go without any trouble or beating." He deleted the video on the spot. But as soon as he got home, he used data recovery software to restore all the pictures and videos from the top of the pyramid and posted them on the internet. Number 10. Did you know that the alarm clocks we use today can be set for any time we want? But it wasn't always like that. The first alarm clocks invented didn't have a time adjustment option. They would only ring at one specific preset time. Once a clock was built for a certain time, it would ring at that exact same hour every single time, regardless of how early or late you needed to wake up the next day. Number 9. Let's look at ads with amazingly clever execution. In 2014, a university in Colombia ran a Coca-Cola campaign called Friendly Twist. They noticed that freshers were sitting alone and not talking to each other. So, Coca-Cola placed fridges filled with Coke across various campuses. The twist? The bottles were designed so that a single student couldn't open them alone. The cap would only open when two people turned their bottle caps together. This forced students to walk up to each other, giving everyone a chance to chat. The campaign was a massive success and gave Coca-Cola a huge marketing boost. Next, in the 1990s, Red Bull adopted a unique marketing trick when the brand was relatively new. They started throwing empty Red Bull cans into trash bins and public places everywhere to make people think, "What is this drink that's selling so much?" Number 8. It must have happened to you at least once, meeting a person for the very first time, yet feeling like you've already met them before. This feeling is called déjà vu. Déjà vu is not a made-up feeling, but a very real experience. However, scientists still debate why and how it happens, and an exact reason is yet to be definitively found. Number 7. Did you know you can create a tiny cloud inside a bottle? To do this, hot water is poured into a bottle so that steam fills up inside. Then, a little smoke is added to give the vapor tiny particles to cling to. Now, the moment you change the pressure inside the bottle, the internal air cools down, turning the vapor into tiny droplets. When all these droplets gather together, they appear as a small cloud inside the bottle. Number 6. Let's find out how different and rare you are compared to other people. First, if you were born on February 29th, you belong to just 0.06% of the world's population. If you can fold your tongue 3 times like this, you are among 14.7% of people. If you can raise a single eyebrow, you fall in the 24% to 30% range. If you are 6 feet tall or taller, you are in the 5% to 10% bracket. If you have piebaldism, white patches on your skin, you represent only 0.005% of people. If you have a twin, you are part of just 1.9% of the population. If you have heterochromia, different colored eyes, you make up 0.06% of people. Number 5. Sunsets on Earth look like this, soft shades of yellow and orange. But have you ever wondered what a sunset looks like on Mars? Is it also yellow and orange like Earth? Well, no. Take a look at this. This is a Martian sunset, which appears a bit blue. This is such a rare picture that, apart from us, no one else in history has ever seen it. Number 4. If you think aliens look like sci-fi monsters, you are completely wrong. Why? Because humans have never actually seen aliens, so our idea of what they look like is purely a myth. However, some scientists believe that if extraterrestrial life exists, it might look similar to an octopus. Why? Because an octopus's anatomy is completely different from other creatures on Earth. It has 3 hearts, 9 brains, 1 central brain and 1 in each of its 8 arms, allowing its limbs to think independently, blue blood, and 0 bones, enabling it to squeeze through the tightest spaces. That's why scientists suspect aliens might share traits with octopuses. Number 3. Did you know that on the 5th floor of the Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C., the capital of the world's most powerful country, there is a basketball court? Yes, right inside the Supreme Court. It is famously called the highest court in the land. It was built so that Supreme Court judges, lawyers, and clerks could get some exercise and play basketball during their lunch breaks. However, not just anyone can play here. It is restricted strictly to people associated with the Supreme Court. Number 2. Did you know that there is actually a profession in the world known as professional mourners? Their job is simply to attend funerals, get paid, and cry. Rich families used to hire them to cry loudly, sing sad songs, and praise the deceased person. Back in the day, the more mourners seen at a funeral, the more powerful and respected the family was considered to be. Number 1. There is a country in the world where no baby has ever been born. You can live there, work there, eat there, and take a shower, but you cannot be born there. It has its own flag and its own leader, but absolutely no hospitals, which is why no child can be born there. You might think home delivery is an option, but no couples actually live there permanently. The country is Vatican City. Though it has city in its name, it is an independent country completely surrounded by Italy, making it the world's smallest nation with an area of just 0.44 square kilometers. If a woman happens to get pregnant here, she is immediately shifted to Italy's capital Rome, hence no baby is ever born here.